Hello everybody and welcome to this microphone test featuring the new Galaxy Buds 2. Now just keep in mind this is strictly a microphone test and not a full-on review. But in this video, we're going to be testing the microphone on these earbuds in a few controlled environments, and we're also going to be comparing it to a few other earbuds as well. Now with all that being said, we're going to be starting off with a pair of wired earbuds so that we can get our baseline. So these are the Apple EarPods, and overall I think I sound pretty good. But in this video, we're going to be testing these earbuds in 3 different scenarios. First, in a quiet room like this one. Then we're going to be simulating road noise, which will be supplying us with a constant low frequency sound. And then we're going to be simulating a coffee shop, which will be supplying us with a random higher frequency sound. Now, even though the wired Apple EarPods sound pretty good in a quiet room, they do absolutely nothing to block out any ambient noise, because you can clearly hear all of this road noise in the background right now. And the same thing can be said about being in a coffee shop. My voice sounds pretty good, but you can clearly hear all of this chatter in the background. But here are the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, in general, this microphone does sound decent while in a quiet room. My only critique is that I can sound a little shallow, and you can hear the gain rise and lower a little bit. Now, when it comes to blocking out road noise, the Galaxy Buds Plus do a decent job of blocking out noise pollution, but you can definitely still hear it in the background, and my voice does sound a little more shallow than before. However, the Galaxy Buds Plus do a good job of blocking out chatter. You can't hear too much noise pollution in the background, and my voice doesn't sound as shallow as before. But now, here are the Galaxy Buds 2, which have more amplification to them, putting more of an emphasis on your voice. My only critique is that I do wish that this microphone focused a little more on your voice, because there is a little bit of an echo in the background. However, when it comes to blocking out road noise, these earbuds do a great job of reducing noise pollution and focusing on just my voice. Because for comparison's sake, if we were to switch over to my lapel microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this road noise. But if we were to switch back over to the Galaxy Buds 2, it is severely reduced and my voice is the main focus here. However, when it comes to blocking out chatter, even though the Galaxy Buds 2 do a decent job of reducing noise pollution, my voice is a little shallow this time around. Nonetheless, the Galaxy Buds 2 do have a decent microphone on them for phone calls. But now here are the Galaxy Buds Live, which also have a very good sounding microphone. Now, in a quiet room, I will say that the Galaxy Buds Live have a little bit more amplification to them than the Galaxy Buds 2. And when it comes to blocking out road noise, the Galaxy Buds Live also do a really good job of blocking out noise pollution, just like the Galaxy Buds 2. The main difference here is that my voice doesn't sound as robotic. And when it comes to blocking out chatter, the Galaxy Buds Live perform very similar to the Galaxy Buds 2. The only difference that I will say is that I feel that the Galaxy Buds Live have a little more amplification on your voice than the Galaxy Buds 2. And finally, here are the Galaxy Buds Pro, which in a quiet room sound very similar to both the Galaxy Buds 2 and Galaxy Buds Live. They have good clarity to them, and they also have a good amount of amplification to them. However, when it comes to blocking out road noise, just like these other 2 earbuds, the Galaxy Buds Pro do a really good job of blocking out noise pollution. But the main difference here is that with the Galaxy Buds Pro, my voice sounds much more natural. It doesn't sound robotic like on the Galaxy Buds 2, and it also doesn't sound shallow like on the Galaxy Buds Live. And when it comes to blocking out chatter, again, the Galaxy Buds Pro do a good job of blocking out noise pollution. However, I can't help but feel that the Galaxy Buds Pro sound a little better than these other 2 earbuds. Overall, all of Samsung's earbuds have decent sounding microphones on them for phone calls, but if you want the best quality, then you're probably going to want to spring for the Pros. But now let's talk about some competitors, starting with the Beats Studio Buds, which are Apple's direct response to Galaxy Buds. Now, in a quiet room, my voice sounds pretty good, and I'd say that this microphone sounds basically identical to the Galaxy Buds 2. However, when it comes to blocking out road noise, these earbuds do let in a lot more noise pollution than the Galaxy Buds 2, and there is some static in the background when I'm talking. And when it comes to blocking out chatter, it's the same thing. These earbuds do let in more noise pollution than the Galaxy Buds 2, and there is a little bit of interference in the background when I'm talking. But then there are the AirPods and AirPods Pro, which perform basically identical. And in short, AirPods do have better clarity than the Beats Studio Buds and all of the Galaxy Buds when used in a quiet room. Now, when it comes to blocking out road noise, even though AirPods do let in a noticeable amount of noise pollution, AirPods do a really good job of lifting your voice. And the same thing can be said about chatter. You can hear a decent amount of noise pollution in the background, but AirPods do a really good job of just lifting your voice. But now I want to address the Sony WF-1000XM4s, which at first had an awful sounding microphone. But now, after their latest firmware update, it has been improved. Now, this microphone still isn't the best, and I'm not a fan of their warmer sound signature, but it is better. But the main thing here is that when it comes to blocking out road noise, the Sonys now block out a decent amount of noise pollution. And the important thing here is that there isn't a whole lot of static in the background when I'm talking like before. And again, when it comes to blocking out chatter, the Sonys block out a decent amount of noise pollution, but the important thing here is that there isn't a whole lot of static in the background when you're talking. Now, overall, Sony's latest firmware update has improved this microphone, and it's usable now, but it still isn't the best. Both the AirPods and Galaxy Buds have better sounding microphones than the microphone found on the Sony WF-1000XM4s. But finally, before we wrap this video up, these are the OnePlus Buds, which really do have a very impressive sounding microphone. In a quiet room, these earbuds sound great, and my voice sounds very natural. But what's really impressive is just the amount of low frequency sounds that these earbuds manage to block out. Because right now you can barely hear any of this road noise. Because for comparison's sake, if we were to switch over to monopole microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this road noise. But if we were to switch back over to the OnePlus Buds, it is severely reduced and you can hear my voice very clearly. And again, when it comes to blocking out chatter, these earbuds do a very impressive job as well. Because again, if we were to switch over to monopole microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this chatter. But if we were to switch back over to the OnePlus Buds, it is severely reduced. So with all that being said, the Galaxy Buds 2 have a good sounding microphone on them for phone calls. The microphone on the Galaxy Buds 2 sounds and performs better than the microphone found on the Galaxy Buds Plus, and I'll even say that the microphone on the Galaxy Buds 2 performs better than the microphone found on the Beats Studio Buds. However, if you are looking for the best sounding microphone here for phone calls, if you're an Android user, you might want to spring for the Galaxy Buds Pro, and if you're an iPhone user, then you still might want to stick with AirPods. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick another products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.